Hello, everybody, and welcome on into the Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 3 auction draft. We've got ourselves quite the night ahead of us here, gentlemen. Joining me on the desk tonight is going to be Muffin Lumps and Goku. Corey will be with us eventually. He's dealing with the dog right now. But, yeah, we're excited to bring you guys this action on the auction. Season 3 is about to begin with a banger. And, guys, I want your guys' honest opinion here. What do you expect out of the auction draft format when comparing to, say, a normal snake draft? We're going to see some bonkers teams being made here. Do you think there's going to be some sensibilities built in? What do you think is going to happen here?
Okay, it's the first time the auction draft is happening, so I'm going to think there's going to be a bit of skewed teams. We're talking about some team I'm hoping doesn't happen, but like a full GM team. Like we're looking at the Red Panthers yet not actually drafted. We're talking about like 4 or 5 GMs on a single team, and then one team is gonna have like 2 GMs and like 7 gold players. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it should just be chaotic. I think people don't know how to draft yet. That's the assumption we're all making. I know the admins have done a good job of selecting people that are fairly knowledgeable within this group. So they, have played with a lot of different people and are familiar with a lot of different people. So the hope is that they can properly judge, the value of players. But the reality is there are going to be players that are undervalued and there's going to be players that are overvalued. Specifically, I'm thinking like especially with groups like duos. There's a lot of people that are rolling in duos, and that could end up being a little weird.
Yeah, we'll see how the duos completely end up here. But on the screen, we do have our first contestant is up. The bidding hasn't started yet, but our first bidder is going to be Vind, and he has selected Sonic Ronic and Poke 1230 or 1236 OK as his first put up for auction. So we'll have to see when the first when they actually start the bid. I gave them the go ahead. So when the first bidding starts, we'll go ahead and get into that. But yeah, hopefully the site that I created in 3 days holds up here decently enough. If it breaks, I apologize. We're trying our best here, the new format, but we think we got most everything on here that people will need to get what they need out of this auction. But looking at the Sonic and Poke duo here, you played with Poke on the Handsome Hogs or Goku, and so you kind of speak to Poke, Poke as a player here as he's the first up for auction.
Yeah, I mean, assuming he's playing tank, right?
That'd be the same.
He honestly did pretty good on Sojourn when we played, but he is primarily a tank player, and I think he's really great. He's a good caller. I think there are some things that he knows he needs to work on in terms of game planning and positioning in terms of how you take fights at the start. But otherwise, he's a great all-around tank. I mean, obviously, there are some, tank is a very important role in this league. And there are a lot of great tanks out there, though. So I don't know if I expect him to go for, the highest in the league, but it's also the first bid. So who knows what happens? Maybe everybody spends $500,000 and then nobody has any money.
The bids are coming in here pretty hot and heavy. Right now,
oh my lord!
Right now, there's $200,000, $200,000 from the Paris Penguinos here for the side of Naga, and
I mean,
it's been raised to 225. The timer is gonna be a bit behind. It's not official timer, but
okay. To be fair, right? Like just doing the basic math, like each player on average should have value at around 100,000, right? Assuming you want 5 players on your team, right?
So 30,000 from Papa Triste coming down.
This counts as 2 players. Like that's not that much above average, I would think, right?
Yeah, 25. Yeah, well, at 25,000.
250,000.
Yeah, 250,000.
It appears Naga really wants these players, but Naga, being one of the lower SR captains, has a lot of budget to work with. Has a $639,000 budget, so making this, basically with a third of your team, you're feeling pretty good. And I don't see any more bids coming in, so yeah. I think that might mean that Naga has officially won the bid for Sonic Rodic and Poke 1230 OK. So honestly, a really good foundation to begin your team with there. Like you said, a very great tank player, and Sonic, who's played with them in the past. And there you have it. It's officially closed there. Naga has won Sonic Ronic and Poke.
Yeah, I mean, in 125,000, you still have 400,000 to spend on 2 other players, right? Like, You're doing good over there.
especially getting a GM tank and sort of like a high
All around
master.
good flex
Yeah,
player.
yeah, and who can go to like any sort of thing. Oh, oh, hey. Oh,
Oh, and the
so
Endor Ewoks have put Muffin Lumps and Wiggle Higgle up for auction.
yo,
So,
1,000. Yo, let's go.
Muffin, can you speak
I
about this Muffin Lumps guy?
okay,
About it as
okay.
a player?
Honestly,
Yeah.
uh,
Advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Sell yourself
okay,
right here, right now.
okay, pretty alright.
Oh man,
After
the Brits are coming in hot and
Like
heavy.
Lucio, pretty well-ish. And then you got the most superior thing, Wiggle Higgle, all around King of Aurora, just kind of vibes. Really good duo. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, okay. Currently it's sitting at 20,000, which is compared to the last bid we had, which I thought was pretty reasonable. Like 20,000 is like, holy hell! The rest of your team is gonna. Sorry, the rest of your team is going to be
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
no one's well, 21,000. Yo, this is the light draft, you know. This is called a steal right here. We call this a game-o move. No one's.
No further.
Yeah.
Is that confirmed, Booney? I
It doesn't look like there's been any changes. So yeah, once we get an update,
Oh,
I think that would mean that the Valentine Vanillas have picked up Muffin Lumps and Wiggle Higgle. Yes,
for
honestly.
20,000
for $21,000.
No, let's go. Actually,
Dude, the actual 10x
Wait a
difference,
minute,
by the
but
way.
the price-
10x difference.
Yeah, that's correct. They're going over to
Oh,
the Vanillas.
Kill of this century. Let's be honest.
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna like Angel needs 2 more players then, right? And can spend 250,000 a player basically.
I think this means that she's in the run for these big GM1 duos like Akua,
Yeah, I mean-
Pneumonia, Bonesy, Herbology, Elko,
Like,
Flame, Fedora,
you can
Fancy.
lay down
like,
the bag. Like, there's
like
nothing
honestly,
to
at this
lose.
point, when Fedora and Fancy come up, which is kind of what you need, another DPS in a tank,
just all in, right?
$484,000. Yeah.
Yeah, you just go, yeah, that's my team.
There it is. Here comes the big guns, the biggest duo we have. Akua Pneumonia is up for auction. And no, the Sith did not win Akua Pneumonia for $1,000. There we go. $200,000 gets laid on down. This should be theoretically the highest spent on duo. All GM1 on their roles that they want to play. Next closest
Bunch
is
of
Fedora Master and
grinders out
Fancy,
here.
but here comes Yoda in with 200,000. We're gonna have Naga coming in again with our bid. Or I think the stream's finally catching up, or the Google Sheet's catching up. We have 200,000 from the monkeys on. There, $425,000 comes down from Flambo Jambo.
we're at the triple digits. We didn't get that last time.
Okay, I will say $425,000. I mean, that's all I'm saying is the rich get richer out here, man. It's like this is the kind of stuff where it's like you do wonder, right? Is it worth this much of your money? I mean, maybe, right?
Yeah.
These are 2 players that can carry your roster, so.
And I mean, yeah, you've played with Pneumonia last season on the Charlemagne Shapeshifter, so can you speak to Pneumonia's? I think the main role is support here, so I guess you could talk a little bit about that.
I mean, I know Pneumonia was actually excited to play a little bit of DPS too, so I'm not 100% certain what they're playing this season. Maybe they'll swap around a little bit, but also like cracked mechanics. I mean, both these players are just cracked mechanically, so not surprising it's that much money, but that is like a lot of money coming out of. I don't know who even won that.
With the number going down, I think somebody did end up winning. It might have been Papa Triste, but the Google Sheet kind of glitched out. We're doing our best with the Google API. It's not like the quickest thing in the world. And again, I made this.
What's the vanillas?
It was the Vanillas?
Yeah.
I mean, just pick $484,000.
Yeah. So it's,
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I can't argue with that.
Okay.
So what happens if a player uses all their money, loses or uses it? Yeah.
You're gonna get like a $10,000 stipend.
Dude, just spend it, man. Apparently, you could pick up like 2 players for that. I don't know.
I'm liking the roster I'm on. It seems pretty good. You know.
Yeah,
No.
I'd say you're currently cooking. Let me put it that way. It does you know, you kind of expect, I think it doesn't make sense for some of these teams not to be bidding at least a little bit on these players, right? And so I think that's like kind of going to be the learning curve here, right? Like it's a little bit different than the draft, right? Where you can kind of have an idea of the team you have going in when it's an auction because you really want to make a play for
Uh,
everybody and then get as much value as possible, right?
War is right now double the price of me and Wiggle. Kind of goaded.
Yeah, I mean, literally the same amount of money currently.
Right now, there's
Yeah.
$21,000 down for Panini. Oh, the bidding has ended. Okay, fine. The page updated. Thank
Yeah,
goodness. Just took a
it's
little
slowly
bit.
cooking. Let it cook.
It's making its way there. And that is going to be War going to the Jedi, I believe. Once the sheet is corrected.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm terrified of Angel's team, by the way. I mean, that's like
I'm not.
obviously there's not a single other team on this list. You're not terrified of a team
No.
that already has built their roster within the first
Angel,
like 30
Akua,
seconds of the
Pneumonia,
draft,
Wiggle Higgle, Muffin Lumps. I'm a
Yeah.
bit scared of that. That's a pretty damn good team.
and they still have 79,000 to drop on some other player. Like they could still theoretically get another player. You know, it's just
So
it's a lot to
War
work
did
with.
not end up on the roster sheet that this site reads from. So who knows where War went off to?
The
Let me-
Jedi.
War went to
Yeah.
the Jedi. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on the sheet, so it won't show up here for a little bit. But Elko and Flame, the GM, high GM duo here. And looks like there's going to be quite a bidding war for him. $209,000. $300,000 goes on in right now for Nathan. Surprised to see that. Nathan not saving all their money for the Mikey drop. But
I like Elko and Flame. I've played with them a little bit, not a ton. They seem like nice guys. That's all I got. Also, they've been
315,000
grinding.
comes on in here.
32,000.
I will say, so while we're waiting on this, well, we'll see. I was gonna say, Corey, you're a stats guy, right?
Yeah.
What's like the amount of money you're expecting people to lay down for, say, an average player in the league, and what does that mean to you? Right? Like, I'm not super familiar with auction systems. Right? Like, how much?
So everyone's got, at least my experience with auctions, everyone's got their own like formula in their head of what they want, what they think is the most valuable. So I mean, we already saw Angel got a lot of money on the one of the top 3 duos probably this season. And then the first step was to I don't know if Angel put up the Muffin Lumps Wiggle Wiggle duo or not, but
Yeah.
put up people that aren't typically like going this early, and then see, I guess, pray on the fact that nobody wants to risk
risk
getting
money
them that
early in the draft.
Yeah, because people have this notion that they can't spend early, but if you keep extending that more and more, then you're never going to spend, and you're going to be losing on a lot of players. So, I think the average player, the average budget is what, like 500 something thousand. So I would say an average player would probably go around 30 grand, 25, 30 grand, I would say.
Yeah.
25, 30 grand.
Yeah. So that means like your top players are going
Yeah.
for hundreds, like you're kind of seeing right
There
here.
are a lot of, I think there's like over half the league is Masters Plus now. So
That dude, SR is crazy, no?
yeah.
SO inflation hasn't happened. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm lower SR. I'm living a good life out here.
Yo, shout out to the gold fellas. Oh,
I mean, this. I'm gonna be honest. This bidding war is turning like a pissing match. Like I'm putting up $1,000 more. No, I'm putting up $1,000 more. And it just keeps going back and forth here. But it looks like it might have ended here. We might have Wreck Cactus taking this one home. Yes, Wreck Cactus has claimed the Elko and Flame duo for $375,000.
honestly, very good.
Yeah.
Like,
Good value.
that's good value.
The only caveat is that they are rookies, right?
Yeah, they're
So you are
rookies.
taking a risk.
They're rookies, but they're known quantities.
Right.
Right.
They're good.
Yeah. Like I'm not
I'm
not
saying
gonna
that's
put them
probably
in the
why they
same.
went that low. For
Yeah, I'm
their,
not gonna put them in the same tier as like Akua or like Mikey, for example, right? But
So
Uh-oh.
4,200,000.
And here comes
Okay,
here comes the big one.
holy, I mean that's the bag.
Yeah, that is budget.
I mean, this is a really good duo right here. You got your tank player as well as your big GM1 DPS player. Like, this is probably going to be a very big bidding match. We'll see how exactly it goes.
it's over.
Well, my timer isn't official. Okay, now it's officially over. The bidding has ended. Yes, but Master and Fancy go to Panini for $420,000. Really not much of a battle for that one.
That's not what I expected them to be upwards of 500 grand, honestly.
That's a good duo, especially having a tank.
Um,
Like tanks are valuable, right? Like you
I'm
can't-
looking at the board right now, and I'm wondering what the hell Flambo Jambo is going to spend money on.
You just get all the like one single DPS duos.
Oh, hey.
I mean, there's still quite a few GM players. Like, am I wrong? Just because of how many we have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, like in terms of duos, though, duos are the
If you're
most
banking on
expensive, and
duos,
you get
yeah.
But maybe just like three just like high SR players, because they're going to like most of the money's going on the duos. So, yeah.
All I know is I want to be bet on for $1,000 and be.
Yo,
That's it.
Do I get
I
Mr.
already-
Irrelevant if I go for $1,000?
yo, I already got that happen. It's already done. Wait a minute, no. We got
No,
100,000.
yeah.
And it looks
Corey
like
and
that
Booney.
is over. Corey and Boone are going over to Papa Triste.
That is.
For
That's gonna be a fun team to play on.
$220,000.
Vint lied to us.
Oh, Poppy Tuesday.
Who could
Well,
see
Vind
that
also
coming?
dropped the bag, didn't he?
No, Vin has not picked up a player.
Oh,
yet.
Vind hasn't bet on a single person yet. I'm reading the wrong thing.
He's waiting for some.
I don't
juice.
know. This is kind of like hurtful, honestly, but it's okay.
No,
I thought
Corey,
we
it's
would
my-
go
it's
for
my,
more
it's,
than that.
It's my fault.
Hey, Corey, think of it this way: your team still has like a decent chunk of change to work.
we still have 2/3 of the budget.
2/3 of the budget for two-fifths
I-
of the team.
Yeah, I played with Corey. He good. He rang for
Yeah.
to do the team 2. Fantastic. He rang for I think the Wendels maybe. Fantastic. Good.
I ring for a lot.
Okay, but let's be real. Okay, that bid it's 220,000. So
That's
200,000's for Booney, 20,000's for Corey. So we're okay. You gotta understand where the value is in the
I would say
duo.
that would be like a steal, honestly. Like, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, the value just got lowered on stream. That's
It's the
It's
the
doing good.
script. The
It's
script
doing good.
slowly lowers thing. No, that's the script. That isn't the stream. That is the script. So I will not take blame for that
$0
one.
now. Ooh.
okay. Next year we're getting everybody in a room and we're doing a live auction.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Not
Does
using Google
anyone-
Sheets for this.
Hey, if you can afford to fly me out, I'll auction people off.
All right, here comes
Why
the
you
next.
out here driving, mister?
The next duo is Caber27 Rusty Goomba, otherwise known as Rusty Goomba. For those who know,
Wow.
you know. No, Caber on the
that?
sheets like I will not show up through 9% of the games. So you're basically bidding on
So it
Rusty
literally
Goomba.
It's just Rusty.
Well, the idea
Yo, I-
is 2 tanks, so that you get a good tank player in Rusty, and then if Cabber can show up, then it's just icing on the cake, basically. They're
Are you-
already going for more than us. It looks like.
Yeah.
So-
Can I say a steal on Booney and Corey? Like,
Yeah, I'm
Those-
surprised nobody
For-
else was interested.
I mean, the Wiggle and Muffin also a steal. What was that? I'm worth,
That'll
like,
probably be the.
$1.
I mean, that's still like really odd
And there it
that
is
you guys went for that low.
for
I went for
$202,000.
two-
The Endor Ewoks are
uh,
clearing Caber27 and Rusty Goomba off the block.
I mean, Corey, you gotta remember it depends on how much you value certain roles too. Cause like I don't know, Booney, did you intend on playing tank this season?
Yeah,
So like, if you don't want Booney on tank,
very real.
I mean,
I wouldn't want me either. Anyway, finishes up and picking the next player.
I want Booney on tank, But then you got to be willing to switch to DPS when I played Doomfist.
Whoa. My one tank I'm good at, man. Stealing it from me.
The
Anyway,
Boonfist.
the bunny and boat carrier duo comes up here for fish. And
I could not tell you the value of these players in the slightest.
just two support players, just one GM and one diamond.
Hey, you wanted your support duo?
Yeah, you're like,
Angel for some reason is betting $100,000 when she only has 79,000.
Yeah, they have $79,000.
An impressive maneuver. She's gonna break the bank for this one.
small loan.
Pinguinos throw down 110,000 here.
A small
Here's
loan.
this might be the one. And I'm not seeing
Can you
anything come in. Oh, okay. We do another bid coming in here for another $2,000 here for 112,000 for fish for the bunny boat carrier. Bunny, of course, making the Noopy logo, so might want to get that on the squad. Here comes Flawless Bunny coming in from nowhere with another $1,000 on top of that one. 115, tell you, coming in here right now from Panini, looking to bolster up with that Fedora Master and Fancy duo, looking to get that strong support line. But here comes in Cupcake with 120,000, raised it by 7K, looking to get some juice in. But then what does Cupcake play? Anyway, who's Cupcake gonna buy with like $400,000?
Dude,
Everybody has
Cupcake's
so
got
much
a
more
strategy. And I don't know what it is.
With 125,000, the bid continues to increase here for just a couple moments. Again, if Panini can pull this off, it'd be a pretty strong looking team right now with a good support line to back up Fedora Master and Fancy. But Fish wants this duo. The Noopy is the one who put this one up for auction, so definitely wants
any
this one.
duo for 127,000 is like a steal, right? Like,
especially when you're getting a GM support player.
yeah, if you're getting a GM player, like you'd expect to spend 127,000 on just a GM player. So
Yeah.
Looks
this
like
seems
that's
low.
it. Yes.
I mean, that's a good deal.
The Noopy
right?
is
Like,
going to win this one for $127,000. They get their support duo for Fish.
Yeah, I mean, and Fish is feeling good, right? Because Fish is a tank player. You want a good support line backing you. I mean, that's steal.
Is Boat Carrier a rookie or is that a name change? I'm not familiar.
Boat carrier, I might be Hayden. I think. Not so sure.
I could not tell you. If you look at the sheet, it provides no information on that.
Yeah.
The boat carrier is Hayden, yeah. So.
Okay.
Ooh, Oxenchella guy coming up here for the next $10,000 going once right now for Yoda. Up to $300,000 right now.
Yeah, that's about the amount I'd expect for that.
I mean,
duo.
Ox is the back-to-back champion looking for the three-peat here.
Someone must stop him.
Cupcake going for the.
And somehow War has turned to $21,000 on the dot and lost his name. This sheet is exploding before our very eyes. The bid continues to increase. Angel has somehow thrown down $300,000 despite not having the money whatsoever. $320,000. What is happening?
No. Oh no!
Oh wait, it was Yoda. It was Yoda all along.
Yoda for 320. Oh, here comes Cupcake looking to get the Oxchella. But Skyster comes
Wait,
right
it was
back in.
actually
$350,000 on the docket. We'll see if this one can stand.
This is my play. If you are a computer science student and would like to build a
Cupcake
better
is spending his
application
entire
for
budget
this,
on this duo. His master plan.
dude, Cupcake's figured it all out. That's all you need, baby.
Oaks and. Oh wait, Yoda going in with 3600. Wait,
This
no.
is what a battle. $380,000 from Skyster now. Penguins
Where
chime
are
on
you
in.
watching the live on the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Because that's where I was, but I was.
The Google sheet is still staying with us. 39,000. Woo!
390,000 from Skyster. This duo is going to be pretty
40,000.
coveted because you have Ox, who's
40,000.
GM on all of his roles. A very flexible player to build around.
Dude,
Okay.
imagine spending your entire budget on a duo.
I don't think you have to imagine. You can just watch the stream right now.
Oh, wait, unless
Oh,
POV.
Skyster comes in 410,000.
Yeah.
Naga's officially out of the running for this one. Can no longer bid. So now it's between Skyster and Cupcake, and neither of these people have players. So this would be this team's first pickup, and they're going to use their entire budget almost on these players.
Wow, you're really putting the bag on Ox too, right? Like it's just.
And yeah, that's going to do it. That's going to be the pea shooters claiming the Ox and Cello guy do it for $410,000 of their $553,000 budget.
Oaks,
My goodness.
Oaks carry and Cello guy carry. I think.
I mean, that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah. I think that's about what you go for.
But I mean, yeah, Ox back-to-back champion going for that three-peat, bringing the season 1 MVP. So, building a pretty strong player right there. And now Papa Triste is up for selecting their next player. It's going to be Mikey on the block.
Oh goodness.
Papa Triste's trying so hard to get Mikey. I think this honestly might be too early to have Mikey be bid on.
$150,000 comes in.
Yeah,
$201,000. No, that was not. It's not a win yet, Chet. Naga.
I will
in
point
here
out
some more.
Once you hit 212,000 here, Mikey would be the highest bid on person.
Yeah.
Which it's very possible that happens.
How is Angel bidding with not enough money?
I don't know.
Who knows? But it's $220,000 right now for Rec Cat to throw it down onto Mikey. Naga gonna come in here with another bid. Once the sheet updates, Patrice comes back in, chimes in with some more. Nathan coming in, here he goes. He awakens. He has $532,000. He might drop it all right here. 230 comes on in. Triste,
Oh my
Naga,
God, this is
Ina
a
coming
bidding
back.
war.
This is a $1,000 increased bidding match right now. $250,000 comes on in for the next bid. And this
mean, you guys. I will say, like, I feel like Triste should just be betting on this, right? Like,
$280,000. Big update here from Flawless comes in. Triste again raises the bid. We'll see what happens here if this will maintain from a 15-second. $290,000 comes in for Naga Ina. Already the most highest paid player.
What is Flambo gonna bet on?
Flambo is saving Bones and Herbology. That's it. Bones and Herbology. He wants Bones and Herbology. I know it. Bones and Herbology. That's gonna be it. $209,000 for Naga Ina. This one looks like it might stand. Nobody's raising right now. This could be it. Do we see the end bidding button selected? Question mark? Google Sheet people?
Maybe.
Maybe, question mark. No more money coming on in here just as of yet, so we'll see. It looks like that will be the case, and Naga Ina has won Mikey for $290,000. Yes, the bidding has officially ended.
Honestly, less than I expect. Obviously the highest, most expensive player we've seen so far, right?
Yeah, even
Do we know if is Flambo
even
here?
in like the duo.
That is a good question.
No, Flambo wants Bones and Herbology. I know that. Yeah, I know for sure he wants that.
Go on with
that
him.
is most expensive player, single player, even with the duos, for like halved.
Yeah, that's
the bag.
you got a good core there on the Penguinas.
Very solid core. Nice. I mean, if you pick up one more support player, you got a really good team there.
Yeah.
Not as good as Angel yet, but
I mean,
BBQ is up for auction next.
Yep.
There he is, the prison doctor himself.
$300,000.
$300,000 from Cupcake.
mean,
Oh my God! What the hell?
Why?
I love BBQ.
It's going up more.
But
What?
now Flambo's here.
Dude. What? No shot.
What? I know it's.
Dude, is there something I'm not?
Listen, BBQ, we love you. We know you're in the chat, but are you as good as Mikey? Be honest with us in the chat. I don't think.
I love.
We love the prison doctor,
I need
but
a Mikey BBQ 1v1 right now.
BBQ's just that good.
BBQ hits him with the I'll 1v1 Mikey. I'll lose, but
It looks like the Sith got it for 300,000.
That would be correct. Yes, they have got it for $300,000, and now they have $176,000 for the rest of their team.
Cupcake was that intentional? Like
Maybe
the
they tried to
genuine
do
question.
30,000 and
Yeah,
add an extra
that
zero.
seems. Wait, Cupcake, can I get confirmation that was intentional? Oh my God!
Cupcake in chat saying W play, so
Okay, yeah.
And what can I say? Oh, here's a good deal here. Tedium flip-flop up. Now, Corey, you played Tedium last season. Speak to this player's value in the auction format with no SR cap.
so before a lot of the value is they're a good player and also low SR in the sheet, but they have been improving a lot. Okay, 200,000 already up. But yeah, no, they're very good on DPS, and I mean, you can put them on all 3 roles really, but I think you would want to put Teddy M on DPS.
Well, according to the sheet right now, they're equivalent to you, Corey. So how do you feel about that?
It's so real.
I mean, that's fine. I'm assuming a lot of the captains are planning on playing tank themselves, so
Yeah.
not surprising that they don't want.
I mean, you want Flip Flop,
Booney.
who is an 8-time
Yeah.
All-Star. Only one of 2 people ever do that. Let you guess who the other one is.
I
But
think I'm like
Yeah, who's the other, Booty? Who's the other?
it's you, Goku. Congrats.
I
But
could
anyway.
see Yoda going for this. Yeah. Could see Yoda go for this duo.
230,000 in from Flaws. The Gator Gang finally chipping in, looking to get something done here.
Dude, Flambo still has 630.
He's saving the bag.
He's about to drop 600,000 on Bonesy
going
and
for
Herbology.
a,
I know it, baby. 231,000 from Panini chiming on in, trying to get something done here. And that'd be honestly a pretty good support line to back up Fedora and fans as well. Teddyman Flip Flop.
Going for
And Fedora likes Teddy, I know that, especially Teddy Tank. He really loves that. But $245,000 in from Yoda. Yoda here is going for kind of a budget Moneyball team, it looks like, with he has War and Teddy and Flip Flop. No GM carries, he's going for the all-around squad.
I will say, in order to get a budget team, you have to not have a high budget.
Kind of true. And you can't
Like-
spend all your budget on one player.
Yeah.
Won't speak to anybody on that one, but
Dude, I can't.
247,000, 248 in from Flawless. This is going to be the bidding war between the two, I believe. Flawless really wants to assemble the Gator Gang. Did lose out onto Pneumonia and Fedora Master, but can still make up for it by taking up Flip Flop. See if this one is going to hold. It doesn't look like there's too much action going on. This might have still made it 248,000. It looks like that might be the case. I see the green cursor by the box. Yes, there it is. Flawless is going to take home the Teddyman Flip Flop dude for $248,000.
Booney, if you look at the hub screen, I think I'm sensing something. I think I know what Triste is cooking. I see it in the little box there, but I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, I also see what you're cooking, but I'm not going to say it either because it's probably not what you're thinking. Anyway, see who next player is going to be up. It is going to be picked by Nathan, our final captain, to select a player to put for auction. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Strudel Sly potentially coming up here. Kind of one of a pretty good GM duo
Frosty.
for DPS.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be Frosty, yes, like you said.
On-
Frosty is up. Kind of one of the lower players on the drip at $30,000 comes on in for the first bid.
Yeah.
Every band is higher than me and Wiggle.
I mean, I stand. I think Angel might have had something there. Like 20,000 for 2 players is just kind of ridiculous, right?
And also, you know what? I'm going to speak to Frosty for a second. You played them on the Charmin Shifters last year, Goku.
Yeah.
Does Frosty bring more value to the squad than 2,600? Because I believe yes, but I'll let you speak.
Frosty's the mental is that of an ironclad warrior. He's been forged in platinum. I had 2. We had 2 people on our team who I'm not gonna say their names.
And that's going to do it.
Because
$32,000
this
to
is public.
Nathan. I'll take away.
That's a steal. But Frosty's an ironclad warrior. I've never met a better man in my life.
And a
I'm
pretty
looking
good start
right
for
here.
Nathan.
I've never met a better man in plat. Oh wait, shit.
I've been there, man. It's okay.
It's like
Hey,
we've
man.
all been there, Corey.
We all
Remember
gotta fall to rise up. Okay.
Exactly. Dude, remember that like year span where you were falling to like plat and then to GM and then to plat?
I had a little slingshot action going on.
Yeah,
maybe.
you were definitely having a
Wait,
good time
what
in
is
ranked.
harder, GM or plat?
Hmm?
What is harder to climb out of? Platinum?
Plat.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a different level of difficulty. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much.
I enjoyed
The difficulty in playing in plat is a very different kind of difficulty than that in playing in GM. Well, it's not anymore. to
It's
be
not
fair,
like
but-
the skill required is more. It's like a mental test of can you stand all these.
Invictus comes up here for the next bid.
He's
Auctioned by Vind. I know Vind is really big on Invictus. Wants Invictus on the squad, so you can see him going up very high in the bidding here. Nodir chimes on in with another bid, $160,000. $250,000 comes on in here from Yoda. Throwing down
gonna
some cash.
I'm gonna say it
Maybe
again.
rebuilding the Hawks.
course, $300,000 is the highest bid. Could Invictus be our highest player yet in the draft? We'll have to wait and see. Yoda sitting there, $250,000. Nobody else bidding. Just as of yet, this could be the case. And it looks like this will be, as Yoda looks to have claimed Invictus for $250,000, reassembling War and Invictus duo. The Mercy Ash is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't like where this is headed.
I'm feeling HV-Sec perhaps next, or...
No.
Oh, Jack.
Oh, Jack, true. Jack is also
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Wait, aren't they duoed? Isn't Jack and HV duoed?
Yeah, they are. So honestly,
That's the Hawks. It's coming back.
All right.
Oh,
Bonesy Herbology duo is up for bid.
Oh, it's up for bid. Does Flambeau drop
$639,000? Cupcake goes all in. Surely nobody else will bid. Surely nobody else will raise.
Foretold. Cupcake going all in.
He's gonna have 4 players, and
He's gonna have 4 players and $0 in a dream.
what happens when they
You get 10,000 apparently from the bank. No shot that went through, by the way.
This could be it.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Okay.
Increased by $1,000. Hasn't loaded up by yet. By Panini.
Okay.
Panini wants this one.
Well, giving me a heart attack, by the way. I mean, that's.
I do like the rank of
from
Bonesy.
Yoda.
Yeah.
Bones.
It doesn't say that on stream. It actually has a rank, but yeah, in Sheets he is just Bonesy rank.
Oh, I've seen that on stream too.
I mean, having played with Bonesy recently, he's okay.
He's
And there
okay.
it is. He goes to the Team Yoda with War for $187,000. The bid concludes. Bonesy and
Honestly,
Herbology go that way.
I think that's a
that's
lower number than I was expecting, honestly.
Might run into some trouble here. Bonesy selected. He wants to probably only play tank, as well as Herbology and War both being best at Mercy, and then Yoda also being a tank. I'm not sure what they're cooking over there.
Yoda
but
played a lot of
Two
DPS last season.
multi-pocket on the tank player. Okay. You bring back no character select. 2 multi-pockets on the tank player. That's what I'm seeing.
And of course,
I mean,
you can never
we
go
bring
wrong
back-
with
We bring back DPS Doom, and that team wins, right?
Yeah.
real.
You just have to
Nickname.
hope you don't go against the Ganana.
Yeah.
Whose nickname?
I don't know, but nickname is up. There.
Nickname is. Wait, okay? Wait a minute. There's a player named Nickname. Hold on. Give me a second.
I'm trying to figure out whose nickname it is.
There is a player named Nickname. Okay, here's some background. They're a DPS player.
Okay.
Tank hit scan. Role preferences. They're like 3,900.
Okay.
Right. They're actually. This is a real human being.
Yeah, I thought a placeholder showed up.
Like the Florida Mayhem tank someone.
Yeah, Invictus said
They're a scrim
SRF,
partner.
my scrim partner, which is their Discord ID in the sheet. So
Nathan going for another
$131,000 comes in right now for Floss. Hey, turn some lights on. It is dark as hell in this room. But anyway, Flawless doesn't look like anybody's coming back on this one. Nathan returns with $135,000 bid. The increase comes on in.
yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Once again, I'm gonna say it though. Where is Flambeau spending $639,000?
No. He's still holding the bag. He's gonna.
I don't know what
like,
he's planning to throw it down on here.
Like a lot of the players are getting eaten up.
There's
already,
still
right?
some like Riddle Dog Fruitles duo, Strudel Slide duo, Typhoon. There's still some good. I mean,
Yeah, you could go for like.
But like,
realistically, he might just be planning to outbid everyone for whoever he wants. Vint has also not spent any money on
yeah.
anyone.
I mean, Vind is also,
Vin's waiting for
poor.
motion and Proj 4,
Yeah.
baby. The console duo. That's what he wants. Probably.
he's
Can we fix the Jedi list of players?
Oh, it's.
Or is it just updating?
No, it's busted.
Okay.
War successfully destroyed the entire spreadsheet. I'm pretty sure.
Bonesy, Herbology. And who else does that team have? Let's go ahead and check that.
I mean, like, here's the issue I have, right? Like, at this point, like, a lot of, like, the high, I don't want to call them high end, but, like, expensive duos, right, have already been eaten up, right? Like, you started with more money than most people on the board. Like,
Yeah, no, that's what I
Like
mean. I agree with you.
you can't like it's gonna be hard to spend $639,000, which means
Can't
you're
sit idly by.
And there it
You
is.
can't use the money in the season. So.
$146,000 for a nickname to go over to Nathan's side.
No, it's full. After the bid happens, you then spend it's like cash under the table, you know. When like trading, you're like, I'll also give you 6,000 Borealis bucks after the draft is ended. I think that's the plan.
Speaking of big duos, Strudel and Sly comes up here next. For
Okay,
our
Shirley, right?
selection. Yeah, surely Flambo must throw down some money here.
No,
$1,000 final offer.
$1,000.
$1,000 final. Don't.
There it is. $10,000.
We're good.
Can we get the number up a little bit here?
Can we please not let this duo go for $10,000?
oh, we're getting more
Yeah,
than
the bidding war is finally coming in. $80,000 comes down from Nuttier, so the bid continues to increase.
I am no longer asking.
please.
Is $80,000 the way it's gonna go?
God,
No, for Strudel, no.
For Strudel and Sly.
For two players.
No, Skyster
has to
comes in
be-
with
We're
that.
both GM.
Cupcake. I
You
think a
can
lot of people bidding at the same
basically-
time.
You got your support duo, and both of them can also flex to like DPS. Good. Like I've played with like Strudels like DPS. It's
Like,
Yeah.
even if you don't believe in this duo, like, being GM players for some reason, right? Like,
That's
this is
still
still
massive underpay.
way too low. Yeah.
this is ridiculous. So,
Like, this is muffin lumps low. Like,
hey. This is like quadruple the price, okay?
Papa Trista comes in for $90,000.
At this point, we're at 9x the price.
No, if Papa Tree Steak gets this, no.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
93,000
You wouldn't be
for
opposed?
Cupcake.
Oh no, he's coming back.
Can we stop bidding by 1,000? Can we put some
No,
big boy
Can
pants
y'all put
No,
some
on?
cash down on these peeps?
No, it's like that like. Do I do it? It's 95. No,
95,000 for Ret Cactus right
oh,
now.
Cupcake getting his
$100,000. He does have. He would have $86,000 left over if he gets this one for $100,000.
Flambo Jambo, will you please stand up and press the bid button?
Will the real Flambo Jambo please open the website
Is he
and select?
AFK? We'll go back to
Please,
Corey's previous point. Is
Flambo-
Flambo Jambo currently away from his
No.
keyboard?
Flambo is right now sweating. He's like, how do I bid?
Yeah, he actually forgot where the bid button was. He's got the logo and he's happy with that.
Nadir apparently said captains know exactly what.
Are they?
Flambo's
Is he waiting for
on.
the real dog Fruitles lineup potentially?
Yeah, but like that's
I mean,
like
but like that, you're not spending 600,000.
no.
I think that's
because,
arguably worse than this one, personally, but
you know the Brutal's diff.
worse or equal. I mean, with the price of this one, you can't really say no.
$150,000 for Cupcake here. Will we see the?
I mean, getting players for sub 100,000 is like considered cheap, right? Like that's
Yeah, because
I don't-
you
'Cause
do
you
that
have about
5 times.
$600,000, and that might be it. That might be the bidding over. Yes, Cupcake has one Strudel and Sly for $150,000.
I mean,
Okay.
I thought Cupcake wasn't going to be able to fill out their roster.
But they did it. They got a
But they
GM
did
duo for
They got three
$100,000.
support players, right? So
Yeah. Well, Cupcake can go DPS.
yeah,
So,
yeah, I know. I
yeah.
mean, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I also
he'll be
saw.
fine.
I mean, BBQ's played Zen in the past,
Okay,
right? You
in
got
what
4 support
world-
players.
In what world does BBQ go for 300 grand and Strudel and Slide Duo goes for 150
Dude,
grand?
no, I mean, the BBQ going for 300 grand is beyond my comprehension. They're living on a higher plane than I am.
Oh,
These captains, they're cooking.
Oh, $1,000 for Widow Dog.
I tried to talk up that, like saying like the captains probably did research here. They probably,
Okay.
yeah.
1,500. Okay.
I don't want to alarm you, Booney, but
Flambo
Yeah.
Jambo has
Yeah,
bid.
I do see that. I do see that. It's gone.
Okay. Or-
It's appears it's a
Okay. Koi and Booney, less value than Riddle and Brutal.
yeah.
See if we can
Papa
fix this.
Triste with the $210,000 bid.
Aha! It is fixed. Just had to refresh the page.
so-
We're coming back, chat. We're coming back.
Oh, Fruitles. So counting on Fruitles.
There we go.
Okay. Still not as good as BBQ though.
Yeah, I mean,
$220,000 comes on in here from Papa Triste. $230,000 increase comes on in here from Panini. Looking to get the Real Dog fancy duo going. $240,000. This is kind of a bidding war here for the side of this one, for this duo. This is, of course, a pretty highly sought-after duo here. You have a very good support player in Real Dog, as well as a very solid all-around flex player from Fruitals. We saw a lot of doom from him last season on the Junkyard Dogs, but $245,000 is a new number from Papa Triste. Looking to drop down the hammer.
Triste is really bringing this up. Wasn't this the duo that we just said that Flambeau might bet on?
Correct. I said that.
No. Holding the bag.
Hold the bag.
Hold on to your entire budget.
Dude, Flambeau's gonna go on. Flambeau's probably having a great time on r/Wall Street Bets right now.
Yeah.
Googling how do options work.
I mean, we're giving him a lot of shit because he has more money than Vin does, but like Vin also has not bet on a single person yet.
I think Vind is targeting people that probably won't be bid on by other people, so he's not.
He's focusing. He wants Motion, Praj, Zeno Baba.
I'm gonna reiterate my previous point though, right? Like, it's not like you have that much less money than other teams, right? It's not a Moneyball situation. You are not the A's versus the Yankees, right? Like, you have like near equivalent amounts of money. You need to still you can
Epic
purchase good
baseball reference.
players.
No.
Now hold on, don't let the captains hear you.
Okay.
Dog and Fruitals.
Sorry, I'll let you get a good team first, Corey.
GM duos are getting about the same as some of the GM duos. Like, this is the same as Sonic and Poke.
Corey, you know what I'm worried about though, right?
Yourself.
I'm gonna get bid on for like $600,000 for some goddamn reason.
Flambo Jambo sit it for Goku.
Please, I'm begging. Do not do that. It's not funny. It's not worth it. Please.
And that's going to be Pau Triste taking home Real Dog and Fruitals for $268,000.
That's value.
I
Value
like,
town.
I like that.
You guys got a whole
acquisition.
team now. How do you feel about your team?
We still got more people to go, but
All I
you
know
have
is
a
I can,
roster of 5.
I can feed my ass off with the support land of Real Dog and Corey. Oh my god.
Yo, Charles Ryan.
Okay.
Booney is foaming at the mouth right now.
Flambeau has nominated Fastest Light. I do not know this player. They are 4,300, 4,400. Tank and support player. That's all I know.
Oh.
And
I just want to highlight real quick, we are over 45 minutes into the stream and we're still at 70 viewers, so thank you everyone for continuing to watch. This is a lot of people turning out, especially when I think we have like 80 people in the league, so
that is a large proportion, isn't it?
Oh, here comes Vin finally bidding again. 130,000 for Fastest Light. Vin is here. The ballers.
Oh my god, the Stone Hedgehogs and the Baked Ballers have decided to play the game.
Fastest Light.
It's Flambeau versus Vind in the bidding duo.
I think Papa Triste should just bid 149,000 right now.
She just bid 149,000 every player that comes up from now on. Just to,
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
You'll never be balling. Oh man. Flambeau and Vin finally heard that they have money and it's a bidding war now.
I think they realized they were running out of like GM players to pick up in like a league that's largely Masters.
I think Fastest Light was actually Vin's original duo partner as well, so that's probably why he's putting a lot of money on this player.
I mean, you say a lot of money. 175 isn't close to BBQ, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you could get like two BBQs for the price of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, no.
Yeah, the opposite of what you said.
Yeah. One BBQ is worth but it's like the second.
Again, BBQ going for more than Riddle Dog and Fruitals duo. So
I mean, BBQ going for more than like most players in this league, probably. So I mean, that's no offense to BBQ, right? OG, like BBQ's been around for a while. But also
you could say that. Okay,
I mean,
Fastest Light going to Vind.
And Vin has won Fastest Light for 180,000. Hey, he has a player. Let's go.
Flambeau's still holding the bag.
Meanwhile, Vind. Oh wait, no, Vind.
Flambeau's ready to drop his
Meanwhile,
bag
Flambeau,
on somebody.
sorry.
Yeah.
Flambeau's
All
in.
these gold and diamond players at the bottom of the draft board, Flambeau's gonna have a bag to drop you.
Yeah, Rusty Goomba coming in with a stat. Yes, Flambeau, the highest budget player team, is the last to obtain a player. Sidone and Kevin. Anybody?
Oh,
I
that's
just
another
see
one of the names
GM1 on a lot
I've
of roles, so
Yeah, yeah.
and
they
one of
just recently
them
joined the
are like
league. So
yeah,
Dude,
and
we
I'm
got a
pretty
lot of
sure
people in
like
this league.
there's like some top 500. I think one's like top 500 like rank 6 on Well, there was one GM duo that had like a rank 6 DPS.
Okay.
That's a lot.
I mean, 330,000 is a lot, right? If they're GM1 players, right, and you really believe that their ranks
Maybe like
justify, right? I mean, that's a reasonable
20,000.
amount of money, especially considering BBQ went for 300,000.
Yeah. So we're past the BBQ level.
I also
With
think, keep in
52.
mind, like a lot of teams have 3 players already. A duo that's GM all roles fills out almost every team in the
Yeah,
league right
like
now, except for
this is
Flambeau's.
this is really good.
I believe. Um. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say Flambeau might just get this by default by outbidding every other captain's max budget.
Flambeau has decided once again not to bid. Oh wait,
Oh, he's going back in.
there we go.
He's getting a 2 players. Let's go.
You know, I'm really hopeful this goes through. I think that's a reasonable amount to spend on a team,
Yeah.
and it's been
Nathan's
outbid
I mean, it's going. I think Michael.
by 1,000. Please tell me, Flambeau, that was not your breaking point. Thank you.
I mean, the max budget is 374,000 for Nathan, so I would hope.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
I
should.
don't think any other.
I think
player-
Flambeau like needs to pick up this duo. I don't know.
Okay, he did.
Yeah, he's the
370
only
grand.
one who was able to pick up the duo, except the only other person would be the newbie. Could Fish could have went for it. But honestly, for 2 like high tier GM players, fantastic. 37,000.
I mean, that's
Like-
1 players, right? Like that's basically similar to Elko and Flame, if not higher, right? And you picked it up for less.
Yeah, so very good. Good plan by Flambeau. Good holding the bag. He did the holding the bag worked. Yeah.
and Witherin coming up here.
Every time there's a new player, I just watch as me and Wiggle sort of like cost gets like stomped in half. Doesn't matter what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna have a boomer moment right now. Holy crap, there are a lot of Masters Plus players in the league now.
Yeah.
It's actually astounding to me.
Yeah, most players are masters. Except me and Wiggle, so that's probably why.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Single-handedly bringing down the average.
Yeah. I tank hard. 85,000. Ooh. Oh, Razorin? Okay. Razorin. Looks like to be a pretty good support player.
Yeah, I mean it's like you get a master support player, right? In theory.
Yeah.
I don't know much about the player, but 95,000 seems like a reasonable amount of money to be spending on a player that's Masters Plus. Yeah.
He's been consistently good for the few seasons. He doesn't like talk ever in the server, so it's kind of why you don't know much about him. But yeah, he was on the Hawks, and then
say you have a team like the Paradise Penguinos, right? Like, do you need more people to talk on that team? Probably not, right?
Probably not. No.
Or I guess my other example would be where did Oaks go? The pea shooters. It's like you could probably take a player like this. You don't need more talkers.
Okay, next player gonna be selected by Fish. See who it is going to be. This is where we're kind of
Yeah, I
getting to
know.
like the value rounds here. A lot of people picking the lower SR player, trying to just fill out their rosters. It seems that looks like that might be the strategy we're seeing coming out right now.
When my boy Zainu Baba gonna get nominated though?
Such a great question.
Optical Crash.
Optical Crash comes out for 4,200 on the
Unplaced.
80,000.
You get like a high SR facial. That's pretty good. Especially
says on the
like
comments that he can play both flex DPS and hit scan. So
ooh
Ooh.
ooh. Oh,
What is 4,200 equivalent to in our math? Obviously, like GM2?
GM GM3.
GM3. Alright.
$150,000 comes in from Nathan for this one.
Teresa's been
Panini
outbid.
Panini gonna come back in. 155,000 is a new bid here from Nuttier.
Rusty, that's a good question for the admins. Rusty is asking, does budget need to be maintained when trading post-draft?
Good question.
I'm not sure what he means.
I think he means like
Like-
if a player went for higher and you trade him and you go over budget, would it go against you? I don't think so. I don't think that.
I believe the budget is just for the draft, since we're not
Yeah.
keeping any money after.
Yeah,
So
money
no.
doesn't mean anything after the draft, is my understanding. But
Correct.
unless you have actual money.
Yeah, we've seen some trade deals in the past where, some restaurant meals were exchanged for players. So it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I'm right now messaging my duo, telling him we went for literally $2.
less than a Big Mac.
2,500. Dang.
205,000 here from Nathan. This would be his fifth player, so this would basically be his roster complete. If you can manage
Let's
to
see
pick
his
this one
roster
up.
right now. Frosty, nickname, Witherin.
So he does need that DPS player, and Optical Crash kind of fills that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go kind of all in on this one. But Fish, fighting him here. Fish does have $404,000, so it's gonna be pretty hard to outbid him for this player. But Nathan's trying. He's going up for another 5,000, another 21.5. They're 22 from Fish. Be surprised to see this one end soon. Nathan probably not want to spend his entire budget on his last fifth player, but we are getting kind of low in terms of the big cats, the big names, so might be worth going all in here.
Yeah, I think like at this point, like you should be filling out your roster, right? If you're one of these teams with 4 people, if you see a player you really want, right? Like there's no reason not to just try for every player that you think would fit. I mean, is there?
I agree.
I think you just drop
you're
the
right.
bag and then see if people outbid you, right? Force people to pay a lot for any player that you think is reasonable on your team.
Optical Clash is almost going for about this. Well, 20,000 off from Invictus, and yeah, that would be the closest to his SO. Well, like money wise,
Yeah.
would be
I mean, and like you're starting to realize how value these duos are, right? That went for like 200,000, 250,000 early, right? Because like the fact that you're getting like Corey Booney or like the fact that you're even just getting 2 players for like 100,000 apiece is like
honestly, this I could see Yoda going for it. Honestly, I played with Jack. He
And here we go.
If,
HV second back up.
you just set him alarm and then he's good. Yeah. Slept through a couple of matches, but honestly, fantastic player. Uh, just like for like his fall, if like you know a team can't play against fall, you just put Jack on forward and kind of just beat some teams. Really good. Haven't played with HVSec though.
The
Uh,
silent carry is how I would describe
yeah.
HVSec. $210,000 in from Panini. This would be basically his entire budget remaining, $239,000.
Yeah, that's concerning to me. But I mean, he has like in theory a pretty good roster already, right? So
It would be Panini, Fedora Fancy, and then HVSec Jack. If he did get that.
yeah,
211,000 in from Nathan. Could be a nice
Big
kind
pull.
of follow up for the rest of the squad here. Panini's still not done just yet. 220,000 coming back in.
I have a feeling Panini is just gonna finish out, right? Like that's the goal here. But it's a lot of DPS players, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Why doesn't Nadir come in on this one? He has no DPS players. So this duo
Doesn't
would be
need
great
any.
for him. Okay. Thank you for your inclusion. 220. They're doing the $1,000 pissing match. No. We're going to be here forever.
So instead of Corey and Booney, you get HVSec and Jack. How? Why did you go so low, Booney? Why did
I'm
you
bad.
go for like no?
I'm bad.
I didn't want to say it.
At least somebody had the guts to say it on this desk that wasn't me.
Yeah.
For Corey though.
And then Real Dog goes for only $24,000 more than us. I don't know how about that.
I mean, I said it when you guys got drafted, right? It's like you're drafting Booney for 200,000.
And that's gonna
I think
do
it's
it.
just-
Panini is
I
going
think
to
it's
claim
just
these
that-
players.
DPS is more valuable than tank in this draft.
Oh,
Specifically.
100%. Right? Like, there's like half the captains are tank players. So, I don't know. That's just how it be. Hey, that's me.
And Goku comes up for $129,000 from Naga, going
Well,
all
so
in.
so much for the 1,000.
So much for being a disappointment.
Yeah. Well, I want to not be a disappointment. Now you have standards. Also, why is my SR so high, dude?
$130,000 comes on in, so Naga's officially out of the betting. It hasn't updated yet to who this.
I think your SR is high.
I know,
Don't look
right?
at mine.
I know. This is concerning, man.
Flawless comes in with
inflated.
130,000 here for Goku.
Yo, welcome to the low money money squad.
150
It's
from
like,
Flambeau Jambo. He's finally entered the arena.
Flambo decided to bet again.
He was fine with just having
Papa Triste, having nominated me, has now been outbid. 150.
Nathan Skyser comes in with another bid. I think the script's kind of freaking out a little bit. Doesn't know who's bidding what.
Are we gonna have a $1,000 pissing match?
Yeah, the fifth one. There's.
Oh no, Nadir comes
Oh
with a
my-
$19,000 increase.
Nadia was like, "Nah, we ain't doing that."
Wait, Triste
Triste
betting
somehow with 149,000.
I mean, Triste's getting a small loan.
The Booney Bank.
The
I want
Booney
Goku on my team. The Booney Bank will give an extra $100,000 to play with.
I got it admitted the commissioner. It's that simple.
No, you would have two admins because you have Real Dog too.
Oh yeah, I've got the league under the palm of my hand.
Oh man, the real
180,000 for
League
Flawless.
Who could have seen that coming?
189 from Flambeau Jambo. And I think Flambeau like $600 billion, and if he gets Goku
Yeah.
here for 190,000, he would have no money and still need another player. Incredible. But Goku, Flawless, going for $190,000. See if this one's going to hold up for a little bit longer. Nope, Flambeau comes in yet again, another $1,000 increase. Oh, we're going to be here all night, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, I was joking about the pissing match.
Oh, Goku is now higher than
Goku's almost close to being higher than the
Oi,
Akua and
and-
Ammonia
yeah.
individual duo.
I've done it. I've single-handedly destroyed this league. Still not quite
higher
at
than,
BBQ's level though.
Corey and Booney combined now. How
Yeah,
does
you
it
might pass
feel?
us here, man.
Yeah, I know.
Which doesn't
Yeah.
make sense because we're almost exactly the same player on paper.
That's beside the point.
You
just
play the
better.
game more than me, Corey.
He's just better, Corey. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. His team went farther in the playoffs.
That is true. And
That's
you
because
know,
I was a captain, though. I don't have
all I'm
success as
saying is
captain.
I went undefeated 2 seasons ago.
I'm still riding that one, huh?
Yeah, I'm still salty. I didn't get to play in playoffs. Actually, that was really sad.
215,000 here for Goku. He's officially passed the Akua Pneumonia individual duo price.
Give me 5,000 more so I can be worth more than Booney and Corey combined at least. I need that.
216.
I need it for my ego.
217.
It might
Oh, it's
happen.
close. It's close.
happening. You're not as good as BBQ though. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it never will be. It's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, literally, there's like one team that could afford to pay as much as BBQ was paid for, right? 2 teams.
So about 100 times me and Wiggles, no, 200 times my price. That's pretty good.
It's over. $216,000 for Goku to go over to Flawless's team. He'll be joining
Oh,
Flip Flop
damn.
and Tedium.
You almost beat us.
I almost beat you guys.
Only $4,000 off from being over. This is so sad. What's wrong?
Wait, the
man?
HVSec Jack duo was more expensive than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Don't look at it. Don't look at
Corey,
it.
don't think too hard, man.
Just brain empty. Just have a good night.
No, it's okay. I'm captain so much so people don't know my value, right?
What?
Ego
I play-
Andy on the desk. What
I
the
mean,
hell? is
Corey,
this?
if you do the math, I'm like, the way that these duos are being picked up, right? Like, it doesn't make sense.
No. Angel getting Akua and just ignore Akua and
Just ignore the muffin lumps.
the
Wiggle, higgle, duo.
Nelman be going for like that much and me and Wiggle going for $2. Don't worry. That was completely fine and just I don't know how. But yeah.
145,000 down on the board here from Nuttier to get up Whalefish, pick him up for his squad. See if this one's going to last. $149,000 bid comes in from Papa Tricia. She's all in on Whalefish right now.
I think Trista's playing this right. You know, you got a roster locked down. Just bet 149,000 on any reasonable player.
And Skycer has taken over. Triste is out of the betting. $150,000 from Skycer to lay down, paired up with Ox and Chilla the Whalefish.
Honestly, Papa Triste has such a good roster if they can like finish it out, like get like a
Yeah, add another
Good
DPS
enough.
player.
yeah, and then you just rocking it.
I mean, that's what they tried to do, and then I got taken.
I mean, you look at the budgets, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm
to get
still
one of these
questioning
players.
some of the. I think Red Cactus bid what, like the fifth person put up, and then has not bid since. So, some people are plotting something. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. They know some people lower in the echelon that they're trusted.
Reminder that Typhoon is still available, as well as
the Motion
but-
and Praj duo. Yeah, that's
yeah,
still there.
and Vikov's both.
And Zainu Baba, don't discount my boy. Zainu
I
Baba.
was just gonna say DPS players. Baba is the tank, ISR tank. But
I
yeah,
mean-
multiple GM players still up.
You know, this is I just imagine all these like mid SO play like sort of like mid SO for this league, which is like Masters, going and then you just zoom. Angel goes in. Some GM player was not found out and literally pays $2.
I
for
do
the
appreciate
GM.
that Bonesy and Herbology have turned into 111000.
Oh, speak of the devil, Typhoon is now up for
Typhoon.
bid.
Typhoon is now on the board.
Oh, wait, I didn't even realize Mighty Dwarf was still in the draft. Wait, hold up.
Yo,
Hold up.
that I played with Mighty Dwarf, Clutch King. Honestly, so good.
I mean,
Very nice.
secret MVP of my team 2 seasons ago. That's all I'm gonna say.
I played with him on like uh the Axolotls. Very good clutch player. Plays with like a laptop in the middle of like nowhere. Does better than like just like clutches 7 fights. Very good.
Yeah, famously played in a McDonald's for a match.
Yeah, correct. And played from his car for one match as well.
Also has the Reaper gene. I mean, that's the critical thing. But Typhoon's also a very good player. GM1 all rolls, and currently worth less than me. So.
You know when I said that the draft was gonna be scuffed, I didn't mean it.
130,000 from Skycer to pick up Typhoon. See if this one's going to last.
Typhoon gets 130,000 for Typhoon. That's good. That's great. You get like 135. So who still has the bag?
140 down from Skycer, getting close to his max budget. Person with the most money left is Vind at $285,000. Or no, wait, Flambeau's 289. Flambeau 289.
Surely Typhoon goes for more than 200, right?
Yeah.
Like,
at this point in the game, though, the budget being this low, does he?
Like, he should still. I mean,
150 from Skycer.
there's a roster with 210. I guess they don't have 4 people. I forgot Caber isn't count. It's just.
I forgot Caber isn't real.
Yeah, Caber isn't real. But like, there are teams with like enough money still to like bet more than 200.
Like getting Typhoon less than like 20,000, you're rocking that. I mean it isn't Koi and Booney's level of money balling and literally stealing. But like it's pretty good.
I will say, Cupcake, just a quick tip. If you're broke and you want a player, probably don't mention them in chat right now.
And probably don't put $300,000 in on a player. Your entire budget in on a player.
I mean, that's the second tip. Is
Tip number 2 in an auction draft: don't go from all right. We'll start the bidding at $10, $1 million. Usually that's not the next step, but
hashtag market manipulation. That is correct. Yeah. I don't know. Typhoon like going for 164 seems like a steal, right? But I don't know.
Let's check the rosters. That Nathan I think is basically done. Is he? Yeah. Okay. No. He still has 13,000, and he has nickname, Witherin, and Typhoon.
I mean, you want to talk about a moneyball roster. That's a great example of one, I think.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
Zero's doing pretty good.
Because nickname could be like a kind of a steal. We don't really know. Unknown
Yeah.
quantity. Frosty's a known quantity, got very low. Nathan GM tank. So honestly,
and
not
Typhoon
bad.
for 164,000, right? Like,
Not too bad. Not
Pretty
too bad.
good.
Nathan.
Good. Nathan, you're doing great. Yep. Vikov, good player. Yeah.
Genji.
You like Genji?
I expect Cupcake to put in, 56,000.
Surely nobody would bet 57.
Surely nobody bets 57,000. Oh!
No!
100.
100 from Flambeau.
Flambeau actually decided to spend some money out here.
Oh, it's past 100,000.
Vin wants the Genji back on the squad from last season. And he's that Vikov's duo. The dive was very scary from those two. So
Seems like Finn has a very set roster that they want. Like, they're bidding on very specific players, and they're willing to spend a lot on it.
I mean, he's got all the damn money. So
yeah,
he basically has his choice of the remaining players.
You say that Flambeau has 2 players and he has 1, and still Flambeau has more money. Flambeau has spent twice as much and yet still has more. The rich get richer.
115,000 comes in from Nathan. Nathan not done just yet. Looking maybe to go all in here on Vic Haas, but 120 bid from Skycer. Trying to follow this one up. 125 in from Nuttier. Nuttier trying to get back in the game. Triste comes in with 125, but then Flambo breaks it again, 130,000. Nathan comes in the all in. Surely nobody will bid under $1,000.
We still have like a ton of players to go though, right? Like how many we have left?
Is anybody crossing them off? No. So
140 in from Nuttier. If you go to the current players sheet, they get deleted automatically. Not all players, but current players on the draft sheet I sent you guys. But Skycer with 140. So we have 32 players left. A couple of them are duos.
yeah, there's still some. I mean, there's literally still some.
Some of the people on that list are already taken.
Oh, that's an issue.
Everything's going fine. Don't worry
Who?
about it. Don't worry
War.
about it.
War.
Yeah,
War.
just war. War has broken the sheet. I mean,
Well, it's just that good.
I'll
of
just delete that
player.
row. We'll get him out of here. 146,000 from Skycer. Not done just with
No,
the
I
drops
want
just
to
yet.
see two teams having war. He's playing both sides to win. You know.
Booney, the spreadsheet's hanging on by a thread. You're playing a dangerous game out here.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about
Nonsense.
it.
I mean, there are still 4, GM plus players, right? That's
Hey, don't worry. Hey, you're not supposed to say anything, so Angel can just swoop in. That's the plan, I guess.
brother. You got enough GM plus players, okay?
Oh, we only have 3. I need 4 at least. Gotta understand. Spikoff's going higher than Koi.
Keep rubbing it in.
It's just,
Just
like
full
how-
salt in the wound.
no, how low Koi.
We can't all go for
like-
pennies on the dollar, okay?
We can't all go for $10,500 muffin lumps. All right, we can't all be the
Yeah,
steal of the
sorry.
draft.
I got that Chopper bounty right now.
I think it's time for me to pull a super and retire preseason.
I think that's finally it. Yes, Skycer has won Vic Cost for 155,000. He now has $18,000 for his last player to round out his 5.
Oh my god, to round out is 5.
You need 6.
I mean, you assume you only need one more, and then you'll
No,
like,
you need 2 more.
Well, but
than
don't
that.
you-
but
if you go
you get money from
bankrupt-
the bank, and then you can just get
Yeah.
a lower player at the end.
like every player is gonna get picked up. So
Like
at some point, people are gonna
$1,000
run out
per
of money.
round,
You
yeah.
just take somebody. You're
Seven.
still there's still, to be clear, there is still the requirement to run everybody each
Vin
game, right?
Balling for 7, 20, 1,200,000. Yeah.
Strategically bankrupt yourself to get free money.
Corey, can you confirm that you still need to run your whole roster, at least one game per match?
Yes.
Okay.
I
That's-
don't think that rule's gonna be like if we voted it. We became
I-
action, and then I get zero playtime. Feel sad. Feel
Yeah,
sad.
I mean, I think that rule makes this league really good, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify. Tree Stay decided to bet the bag on 7.
Honestly, very good. If Papa Triste can get 7, yeah,
That would be a very good team.
yeah. I
What if
believe
we-
you.
I got bad news
bet-
for you, which is that I don't think 7's going for less than 150,000.
No,
I'd probably
Whoa,
agree with
hold
that.
on.
exactly. That's why Papa
Don't
Triste
Shatter my dreams here.
149.
145 comes in from Flambo Jambo.
Come on, go all in. Go all in.
Bet.
Put it in, Tree Stay.
Bet.
Do it.
Come on. Yo.
There she is,
let's
all
go!
in from Papa Triste. But here comes Flambo, probably the 150. The extra $1,000 on the bet. Probably going to be the end of Papa Triste's hopes
I mean,
of 7.
surely?
There it is.
Yeah, there it
150
is.
comes in from Flambo Jambo.
Except he can't do it again. If he gets this one, can't do it again.
He can't do it again.
Not this Papa Triste. Now
Dude,
you hold that
I'm telling you,
bag.
you guys are sleeping on Mighty Dwarf.
I'm sleeping. I'll say
But
it.
that's you see, this is what happens when you have just that many good players. some players will get slept on, and that's when all the teams that bid high at the start are just gonna swoop in. It's like, whoosh, and then what's gonna happen?
I mean, I'll say it, like at this point in the draft, like Scent also is I think looking really good. Like you can swap him in for a map. He plays Pharah. He
Also,
dominates.
He's also really versatile.
Yeah.
Like he played support for Tortuga Team 2. Great.
Okay.
If you need him to plead DPS, great. Also really chill. Also shows up to all the matches. Shout out to Zen. And didn't miss anything. It was great. Very reliable player. Yeah.
As a reminder, when does the league start? Is it next week or is it later?
I don't know. Good question for the admin team.
Hey, admin team.
Yeah,
Hello,
Hey, Corey.
that's me.
When does the league start?
The plan is the following weekend. So,
This weekend?
the 15th. No.
The 15th. Okay.
Ooh,
Yes.
EJ.
70,000 from Flammo Jambo.
Look at
All of our teams kind of now towards this $200,000 budget range, so a lot of people probably gonna be playing it slow here, but Vin can just swoop in and steal anybody he wants. He wants his Motion and Proj 4 duo really bad. I can already tell that's his big bet coming up. Or Zainobaba. I mean, he loves himself some Zainobaba.
he's holding the bag.
$80,000 from Nuttier. And that's going to do it. EJ goes over at Nuttier for $80,000. Honestly, pretty good steal.
Yeah, pretty good.
A lot
EJ
of
is one of those players that I think is a mental boon for your team. Boon? Is that the right word? Boony?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
He's great. He's awesome. And he's very positive and he's very focused on trying to improve, like all the time. I think that's honestly in this league especially like really helpful.
See who the next player coming up here off the board is going to be Charbotron. Comes up, nominated by
Charbotron.
Cupcake. Cupcake probably thinking, can I get another player? He goes all in on Charbotron.
Who's willing to spend 57,000 for Charbotron?
Does Nuttier raise the bid? Or has Cupcake steal Charbotron for 56,000? Looks like it's going to be the case. Looks like Cupcake just got Charbotron for $56,000.
Dude, Cupcake's roster is so stacked towards one player. It's suspended.
BBQ hard clutch.
The
BBQ
The
hard
Strudel
clutch.
Slide Charbotron support trio. They're playing goats, baby. Let's go. And they have
Yo,
Cupcake.
I-
What? It's just a support team.
This
They
is
actually
looking
have
like-
5 players that have played support in the past.
A certain prior team with BBQ on it that may or may not have had many tank players on it. So
True.
Yeah.
that
I
must
will
have been a
say-
successful season, right?
He
Well,
might- Yo! There's my boy, Larry Lodge, 15K, 15K.
Yeetmeister and Larry Large. He's in.
20,000. Larry, I believe in Larry. Come on. Go. Yeet has to go higher than us. No, he's not going for 1,000. Please, no, not like this.
I have
Not
no
like
idea how he would go higher than
$1,000 for Yeetmeister and Larry Large.
That hurts. That hurts. That hurts.
The squad pulls up.
Yeet.
That's 2 players for 500 each. That's
That-
unbeatable in terms of value.
Yeet, I'm sorry. I found a player
Wait.
lower money than me.
the Tampa
It
Bay
was-
Tardigrades just went up in money.
Also, Panini going for that triple tank stack.
Also, shout out to
Uh,
Yoda for drafting 500 for $0. I can definitely see what the
Yeet,
problem
I
is
am
now.
so sorry.
Yeah, you
Yeet,
can see
I
it.
am so
Oh, I can
sad.
see it.
Oh, Cat Lumpy Seal duo coming up next. Thoughts? Question mark, if any.
Thoughts?
No
I
thoughts.
I'm just wondering if they're signing BBQ to a streaming contract. That's all I'm saying. It's got to be like a streamer player deal, you know? Like
He's
it's
the
not.
yay for the disguised toast.
Yeah, I mean it's not. It can't just be for player. Right? Like,
$70,000
it's
comes
like
in.
it's a tens kind of contract.
Honestly, I feel so bad for the Yeet and Larry duo. Why? No one's willing to spend.
And the Hedgehogs have claimed Cat and Lumpy Seal for 70,000.
The Hedgehogs now have a full
They have a
roster.
full roster with
And have
$99,000 left to spare.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
For being
deal.
the last person to select his player, Flambeau has completed his roster much before a lot of people. So
I mean, the Malibu Monkeys have picked up one duo so far.
they're
and
just gonna show up in swag.
the Baked Ballers have also picked up one person. Not even a duo.
He'll never be balling.
He'll never be balling. Also, Motion Proj 4 comes with 285,000.
I could. This is dankness. Vin has to go for the dank player. If the baked ballers need someone.
$40,000 comes in for the bid by Vind. Yes, looking to raise that price. Can finally get a second player on the roster here for Vind if this goes for 40,000. Looks like it might stand. Not too much action right now over on the board. And this is going to $45,000. We have an increase in the bid. Somebody comes in. It's gonna be Yoda here for 45.
Just a quick poll in the chat. Like, how many people in here actually remember, like, Darude Sandstorm being popular on the internet?
I raise my hand.
Yeah.
I remember.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're with the boomers, yeah, in this chat.
Yeah, I mean, that's my point. Okay, I got one me.
I also.
It's not that bad. Okay, we're good. I just wanted to. I had to old check myself.
No, I'm also pretty old.
$60,000 for 65 for Vind. Wants Darude Dankest.
I mean, like dank, balling, yeah.
Okay, it seems like people still remember Darude Sandstorm. Okay, because that was like early internet.
Like half and half.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I
68,000
think
here from Angel looking
No,
to pay for the
'cause
last
it's
player.
like-
69 comes in from Vind. You cannot raise the bid. It's got to stay that way. Darude Danks has got to go for 69,000.
Yeah.
that makes sense, honestly. I'm telling you, Cupcake, stop announcing the players you need in the chat.
And that's honestly a good. Something finally caught on. Cupcake's just making the food team. Strudel, BBQ, Cupcake. Yeah, it's gonna have a full entree.
I don't know what a Charbotron is.
Yeah, it's a foreign dish. It's gonna be Vind. We did here going the way
Yo,
for $69,000. Vind successfully glowed him. Here's Motion Proj 4. Here's got to be Vind coming in with some money. It's gonna
Yeah,
be,
I mean, Vin. This is the rest of Vin's roster, right? Surely.
yeah, this is surely the rest of Vin's roster.
Um,
On top
and-
of Red Cactus also have some money, so it's gonna be a bidding war. But
I mean, you can go up.
Vin,
Vin
Yo,
can,
no,
Vin
spend
can win this if
100
he wants.
Yeah, he can just spend 184,000 and outbid everybody. So I expect that's gonna happen. Or
You mean
people are just.
222,000 because Red Cactus is down there at 200.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I mean, this would also be a good duo for Red Cactus, right? So
It would be quite a powerful team. That would be. It'd be 3 GMs, Proj 4, Red Cactus, pretty good. But Vin for 115K right now appears that might be it. That's going to be it. Motion and Proj 4 go over to Vind, and Vind has the full roster.
Yo,
and Vin could pick up a whole nother Corey too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Corey, how's
I
it
mean,
feel to
how
go
many-
for $9,000 more than somebody who's not going to play this year in Caper
How-
27? How's it feel?
Yo, how does it feel that at least how many Yeetmeisters can you get for that much?
How many Yeetmeisters can you? It's a stock exchange number. How many Yeetmeisters can you get for this $1,000? You can get 2 Yeetmeister. Cool.
Yo.
Do we have like
I can
do we have like the
I can
BBQ index now?
Yeah.
Are we getting a whole like a cryptocurrency based around Borealis bucks?
Yeah.
Laura and Grizzly. Grizzly, a new player. Laura played last season for the Loch Ness Nessies. Had a great season. Is a Rookie of the Year candidate. Shouldn't say was because we haven't
Fish.
announced his awards yet. So
Fish is just
Fish going all
New-
in for this duo.
yeah.
Newbie maxing out here.
And it's really up to Rec Cactus if they want to come back in on this one. It doesn't look like they're going to bid, so yes, that's going to be Fish picking up Lowering Grizzly. And that's kind of like the Team Djibouti kind of friendship area outside the league team, the Noopy. Picking a bunny boat carrier out to go crash, Lowering Grizzly, so...
So we have like a ton of players left. We have
So I'm guessing, if I take a guess here, I'd say Zeno Baba probably goes to Red Cactus's team, right? They need a
I think my
GM,
team
don't they?
also needs a tank.
You'd be right. No, you got Tedium.
Oh, it's Steady and play tank. I wasn't sure. I mean, I also play tank. To be clear, I could play tank. I just wasn't sure. I don't know into the mind of the captain that drafted me. So
Tedium can
MLR.
select the tank role, yes.
okay, is it okay?
It's not what
Let's
you
use the Goku index. Is it worse or better than my tank?
Worse.
Okay.
So
is it the BBQ index or the Goku? Like who would be like
Who would be the good index? I feel like Corey's a good unit to index off of, right? 110,000 seems to be like the median cost value of players.
yeah, but that's also with booty.
Yeah, but again, I mean, it's fine. I like the Corey index of like this person's worth 1.5 Corys.
I prefer the Yeetmeister index. This person's worth 1,000 Yeetmeisters.
1 billion. I could
1
have
billion
like 80
Yeetmeisters.
I could have 80 yeets on this person. Nah, get out of here.
Think of the
I-
swag you'd have on that team.
Honestly,
Can you draft more than 6? I mean, clearly, right? But
some teams have to do 7. I know
And
So
Amira
it's
goes the
kind of
way of
like-
Yoda for 100,000.
kind of like the comparisons to Zimbabwe. So 100 trillion Zimbabwean dollars is around 50 cents. So
This is-
Yeah.
kind of like the Yeetmeister index here. How many Yeetmeisters are you worth?
How many Yeetmeisters is Akua worth?
that. Yo, I'm at least worth like 10. Yeah.
It'd be 21.
Yo, I can get like
Cent
14. Yo,
for Triste's nominated Cent. And
40,000
immediately
comes
bid
in
$40,000 on it. Thank you,
Flambo
Triste,
Jambo.
for not betting at 1,000. Flambo going up to 130. Nathan outbidding. I don't know
Nathan
how
going
much.
all in
Spreadsheet.
on 130,000.
Oh, is that? And it
Who's
is
that
baby
one?
sitting there. We'll see. 131.
131 from
Triste.
Papa Triste.
I mean, Triste is probably going to go up to 149. I think Cent's a reasonable pickup here for their to round out Triste's roster. Again,
agree
I
with
think
that.
I think Cent is like one of those players like you can kind of put wherever and they'll succeed, and if you want, you can play
Oh.
Pharah and you'll
Hold
dominate.
the phone.
Red Cactus
Red
comes
Cactus.
in 132.
oh,
Red Cactus can theoretically put down 150 and claim Cent for free. Just do you want to get in a bidding war with Papa Triste here?
That wouldn't be too smart.
Why?
He only has
He only would only have
only-
4 players, I suppose.
he only
Yeah.
has 2 players right now.
Sand is a better player than Corey. iOS. iOS.
Oh my goodness.
Cent's almost a better play than Real Dog, too.
Yo, dang! I knew Sand was good.
And that's going to do it. Centurion's going to go the way of Papa Triste for 133,000.
Hey, Corey, just be glad you got drafted for more than Bonesy, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It's an accomplishment. Never thought I'd see that, but
1/3
Zeno
of
Baba
Mikey.
is up, baby.
Yo,
Zainu. Give it to him. 20,000.
oh.
Big money spent on Zainu Baba.
Does Vin pick up
Le-
Zeno Baba for 20,000?
Legend of Aurora.
It might
that's
go
kind
this
of a
way.
steal if
No,
he
Red
does.
Cactus. I mean, Cactus needs a doesn't he need a tank
I mean,
player?
it depends on what you value Zainu Baba at, right? I mean, I know we've talked to Zainu himself, and it's like
He's
he
GM1
definitely
tank.
believes his SR is overinflated.
It's still 20 grand for a GM1.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Because yeah, Elko's a damage and Flame is a support, so Rec could use this tank player really bad.
And bid up by Red Cactus.
69.
69,000. The holy number.
Classic Finn moment.
Right now, Red Cactus
So,
is in the position
honestly,
of
Finn
could
not
just.
having a player for 42,000. Honestly,
I
double
mean, that would have been
60.
his entire budget, basically.
It's
Yeah.
looking like he's
Yeah, it went to Zane.
yeah,
Or it went
like
to Vint.
White Vind. So Vind for $169,000. Good number. Two players at 69,000.
Good amount. Good.
The baked ballers looking truly, I don't know, baked. I mean, still a lot of players that are like, I consider them pretty good players in this league, right? Get a lot of diamonds.
Yeah, we are down to the final 19. We're in the final 20 here of our draft.
Ninja Drew. Yo, that's a good boy. That's a good Ninja Drew. He good.
$1,000. Do I hear two?
Do I steal $200? Ooh, we have 1,000 going from Cupcake.
He's trying to bid
Okay.
everything he's got. I don't know. So, if Cupcake gets Ninja Drew, okay, he did. Who's playing DPS on that team? You
I
have
don't know.
5 support mains.
Okay, the Portal Combat. Okay, so first, he needs to bribe, the admins to allow you to do multiple of the same roles. Then 5 support.
With
Okay.
what money? Man
Uh,
has $10,000.
It is nothing. He just spent this last 10
He
grand.
can't even pull out the FIFA bribes, man. It's like he can't even like he can barely like hire Solo to throw a Dota game. Sorry. I was pulling out of the bag from that one. I mean,
Dong. I play with Dong. Very serious player. Uh, of the league. Good tank player. Like, solid. No, Nathan. No. Okay. As for a second, I thought, okay, Dong is now 50,000 on Angel. Okay.
yeah, I mean Angel just
You get like that
needs
May
a tank
player.
player, right?
Oh no, you put him on like May. That's nasty. That is no, yo, no. That
Yeah,
is nasty.
that's gonna be it.
Okay, so you have at least a full GM on each role. You have a very good May player. That is not fun. You put like you can go either Angel on tank
I think Angel
or
wants to play
Angel on
mostly
support.
DPS.
You could also put like or you could even put like
You can play
Dong
Kakua
on
on tank, Angel,
You can do a
Angel
lot of stuff.
Dong, Pneumonia, Wiggle, Muffin. Yeah, there's a lot of combinations. That team looks very good. The Valentines look like a very strong roster.
Yay! Poppy's back in my team. Oh, but
Allegro, any idea?
I read through. I actually was reading through like now that we're at this level of players. I was reading through what they said. Allegro, obviously, damage player, previously played collegiate, and wanted to come back and play at a higher level. Plays damage. They signed up for damage, and so they just want to play it.
And Nuttier
Wow,
just
135.
Well, it's because Flawless has 134, so it's basically
Yeah.
sealed the victory. I mean, Red Cactus had 221. Who is Derek saving this money
Cactus
for?
doesn't want to buy anyone.
Maybe he wants,
gotta
he
save
wants
that bag.
Zucchini, a very high support player. 3,900 still on the board.
I mean, I'm reading through the players currently. Again, appreciate Mighty Dwarf, top of the list currently, right? Damage, Reaper. That's the only two things listed on the entire profile.
Honestly, Mighty Dwarf, Goat actually based player that yeah.
Yeah. Also underrated. I don't know if I'm supposed to be leaking what people are saying about themselves, but I'm only saying good things. But Razzmatazz did say they make art, which is pretty awesome. Like, think about how cheap this art actually is.
10,000 from Skyster to pick up Sensitive, which I believe is Bunny from previous seasons changed their name, so people have some context. But 12,000 comes in here from Flawless. We're getting to the point where a lot of these players are going to go for like $13,000 because the budgets are running very, very thin here.
I mean, and based on this person's profile, right? They're a Mercy player, right? Exclusively. So
there are 4 teams remaining with even $100,000 to use in their budget, and that's going to be the Glasgow Gators picking up Bunny or Sensitive for 12,000. Honestly, pretty good value for a mid-master support player.
Gonna have to agree there.
Welcome to Moneyball. Welcome to the Moneyball section. Everyone spent everything. We're looking at 2 SR players, but
Two SR players.
not two Borealis Buck players.
Flawless comes in with $50,000 here on Razzmatazz. Red Cactus following it up with the 50,000. My bad. Looking to pick up a 4th player for their roster of 51 from Flawless. It surprises me that Flawless has a 5-man roster, but still has $132,000 to work with, so can really round the roster with some flexibility here, should they decide to do so. But it's going to be hard to outbid Rec Cax for anybody he really wants on the team, since he still has the $221,000 to use. But it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a bidding war here for Flawless and Rec Cactus, the Glasgow Gators and the Malibu Monkeys. Looking both to pick up Razzmatazz. And at $54,000, the bidding looks to have slowed down. That's going to do it. Razzmatazz going the way of Flawless. Going to pair up with Goku, Teddy and Flip Flop, Flawless, and Sensitive.
we're getting the money balls in right now. The Glasgow Gators.
I mean, yeah, they spent their entire budget on you, man. So
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I didn't ask for this.
Okay, I think I'm still the duo is the second lowest still.
no, Yeetmeister and okay, I'm about to say
Yeah,
second lowest.
second,
Yes, second
okay,
lowest.
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I think it's going to be the Yeetmeister and Larry Large duo. I mean, you literally can't. The bidding starts at 1,000.
Oh, not going.
The Nort logic, and also apparently this image doesn't exist in the program, so it's probably Bastion, but just isn't there. So
Yeah, it is Bastion.
there was only one Bastion player.
only one Bastion player. Yeah, he's looming, chat. That's the lore. He's just sitting there and looming. How about that?
If you up your brightness and change your gamma, you can actually see him loom through the image.
Nathan with a $90,000 bid.
I mean, Nort will work pretty well for that team.
I
Here,
mean,
we'll
they need
add
players, too,
the
right?
Shadow Man for Nort. Yeah,
Like,
here's the Shadow Man.
At this point, you need players. Like, if you're the Malibu Monkeys,
There's Nort.
which also
looming.
it's not monkeys, it's monkeys, right?
Monkeys.
It's not even monkey. It's monkeys.
And Nathan burrs the bid for 93,000. Getting pretty close to the top of his budget here, but willing to spend that. That would be his 6th player, so I believe that would be all he needs to finish off his draft if he gets this one going through. And the bidding looks to have slowed down. This could be it here. $93,000 for Nort Logic, waiting for that end bid to come in. No, Rec Cactus raised the bid to 95,000. Still looking for that 4th elusive player here. Rec Cactus. I mean, it's not like the Flambo Jambo syndrome where he just wasn't bidding. Rec Cactus has been in a lot of these players bidding, but just hasn't been willing to go that extra mile to really, confirm the get. But
His expected value for players is a lot lower than I think a lot of other people, and I think he's ending up with people later in the draft.
And that's going to do it.
And
Nort Logic is going to go the way of the Malibu Monkas.
Monkas. We're about to get a second player in.
The Loomer's gone. Tannic.
Oh, that
Skyser
May player.
Yeah, the weird Skyser from the Munich Mice is nominating Tannickby for their final pick. But sadly, Skyser does only have $18,000. Nathan just $130,000 just drops it down.
Red Cactus.
It's up to Red
well-
Cactus if they want this one. Red Cactus and Nathan really gonna be fighting this one out with the only players that can really bid on this one so far. Nathan has gone all in, so this would be his final player, but it would be a great pickup. And I think that might be it. The bidding looks to have ended, and Tannickby is going the way of Nathan here, and that would be his sixth and final player. And honestly, a pretty darn good
Great
pickup
pickup.
there.
Dude, Tannickby rolled me in our final match in playoffs.
Tannickby on the Hanzo and the May was putting in some work.
I know.
Not gonna lie. So
I was feeling it. Also, the Hanzo nerfs put in some work, but that's a separate thing. Mighty
Oh,
Dwarf.
That's my
I've been
goal.
waiting for this moment.
That's my goal.
Dude, people are not putting. Okay, there we go. We're at 18,000. We're feeling a little bit better now.
That's
looks like the sheet
Any
isn't
more?
quite updating on my end.
Yo,
So give me a moment,
2000.
chat.
Yo, Papa Tree Stay with the Mighty Dwarf still. Come on. Ooh.
I don't really know why Tree Stay is bidding, to be perfectly honest.
Oh,
Just because they already have a full blown out roster, right? like, you
need a-
don't- Do you need a seventh?
Tree
some-
State was one of the people who signed up to have a 7-player, I believe.
Okay, so they do need a seventh.
Yo.
Looks like
Agent
the
Dwarf.
Valentines are wanting to pick up Mydorf as well with the remaining budget of $39,000. Might go their way just yet. It looks potentially over. Yes, it is. It's going to be the Valentines picking up their 7th and final player, Mydorf.
Yo.
Yeah, this Valentine's roster looks very scary, not going to lie,
Okay.
from the outside.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the bench.
Is it warm over there? Is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be me and Wiggle talking on the bench. It's gonna be a good time.
Get a nice propane heater over there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say thank you guys for watching. We still have 63 viewers. That's kind of crazy.
People are chilling, man. It's a good time. Waiting for our next player to come up on the board. And it is going to be Etc. It's going to be up next.
Tree Stay put in the full 26,000 probably on etc.
Rectaz for 16, 40,000 on from Flawless. Tree stays out on the player she put up. No more,
I
no more
will say
Team 4.
Shout out to etc. hitting 4K though. Real talk.
Finally happened. After all
I
these
mean,
years.
I'm proud of you, etc. I want you to know that. Man plays like it's a flight sim, and he farms.
And Flawless might be picking him up. Yes, Flawless gets him for $40,000. So you're paired up with him. The Team 4 reunion.
Team 4 reunion.
Oh, wait, you weren't on the team as Corey was on that team.
I was about to say I was.
Goku's always been
I was OG PP.
born into wealth. Okay, you can't all come from nothing like us.
Some of us had to work for our money, and some of us were put on the top team as a diamond player, and then built the team
Yeah.
from the ground up. Shout out to first season when I played Genji DPS. And we had one GM player on the top U of M team.
I was gonna say it's kind of weird how 5 of the people from the B team went to the A team after a semester. It's
Well, that was also partly because other stuff, right?
other stuff we will not get into.
Yeah, we will not get into that. But, I mean, we placed top 8, right? So, please, Modern PP, can you guys do that too? It's cool.
we
when
got,
you
we
guys
got
do that.
5th. So
Zucchini
kind
up
of
on the
came
board
in.
here.
Yeah, fifth.
99,000
Fifth
for
is the number to
Flambos
beat.
all in. I would expect Rekcast to go all in alongside
Uh,
Naga here to get Zucchini on the roster.
I don't think that's possible anymore. considering
I don't.
collegiate teams are signing Dante.
Oh, I thought you meant the not possible to bid everything. I think Red Cactus still can outbid everybody on the
Oh
field.
no,
so.
he can. Yeah.
Yeah, if Rekcast put down one more $1,000 and he's got this player, but
Oh, Penguinos.
nope, 130,000 comes in from the Monkeys and he has secured the bid. So that's his 5th player, Red Cactus. So it'll be probably Nort Logic on tank, Flame Zucchini on the support line, and Elko Red Cactus DPS for the Malibu Monkas. And they do still have the money from the bank to get one more player, so they will have one more. They will have a 6th player. So to get Zucchini this late in the draft is honestly a pretty big steal for Red Cactus here. With that being said, we now are down to our final 10 players of the draft. Many of our teams are completely filled out, but there is still the possibility of picking up some more here. Some teams did decide to get 7.
I will say, like, looking at where we are right now in the draft, right? Like, there are teams that have, $17,000, $10,000, and Flambo still has like 90,000. Baked Baller still has 72,000. I think this is a remnant of
the Penguinos have 129.
Yeah, I mean the Penguinos are a separate case if they just haven't drafted anybody late. But like the fact that both Vind and Flambeau have so much money left is partly just because, despite having their full roster filled out, is partly a remnant of them just not bidding early on, which I'm not sure if I agree with that strategy still. But
And Naga goes all in on Royal here, 99,000, so 100,000, so they can outdo Flambeau Jambo. So that's going to be a 1 bid here for Naga Ina. They are going to pick up Royal.
Oh yeah, flawless. I forgot about the Ibi and etc. anti-synergy. Oh no. It's a cursed duo, man.
And now I believe that brings all of our teams to below $100,000. Once that finally goes through, I'm not sure what exactly they're waiting on. Nobody else can outbid them, but we'll see.
I think Cupcake.
Yeah, Cupcake will come in and steal this one.
I think Cupcake's got it locked down here.
Surely.
And 10 players left. 9
Foaming
players.
at the teeth for the last.
So, are we giving an award to the person drafted for the highest amount of money here?
That's BBQ.
Yeah, it's that. I mean,
It's not me.
Also,
Ha, ha, ha.
lowest.
Hey, Corey, remember when you went for really cheap? Because you suck.
I do remember.
Hey, look, it's a
I
shitty
remember.
fish. Coming up for $2,000 is the current bid right now for a shitty fish. See if anybody else decides to chime on in, or if 2,000 will be the way for Rec Cactus to pick up their 6th player. Looks like that might be the case. Not seeing anybody else come in with. Oh no, $3,000 for Papa Tree State. She's entered the arena here for this one.
Uh-oh.
4,000 for the Malibu. Why'd you say uh-oh there, Corey?
Because Teresa can outbid Derek, so Derek wants him. Might be over.
It might be Jover. That's what you're saying
Yep.
for the Malibu Monkas for getting their shitty fish.
Yep.
That'd be so sad. Or perhaps Triste has played the game of raise up your money. No, she's coming back in. She wants this one.
Trying to get it slightly higher than me and Wiggle. I see. That is-
8,000. Going up 1,000 at a time. I mean, Trista's willing to play this game, man. I'm just telling you, Trista's willing to play this game.
$17,000. Please end my suffering.
Yeah, that'd be Trista's 7th player. Not sure why she's going up 1,000. She should just go all in and claim this player if she wants it.
It's the suspense. Dramatic effect.
Last 10 people whose number 10 is going crazy.
She might have given up. Nope, she's back.
she was reading chat and seeing how much Scent wanted Shifty.
Well, if she's reading chat, she should go $26,000 and end our suffering.
Well, she might have us muted, so like, you know.
I'm gonna go join captain's chat and yell at my captain.
ISIS afforded still the second lowest player. Ooh.
There you go. $12,000 for Red Cax to pick up a shifty fish. Tree State gives
Wow,
up.
Tree State really didn't want to get sent his mans.
Senta's just bawling in the chat right now. Wait a
Wait.
minute. I think it's a glitch. That's a glitch.
Okay.
Yeah, the betting was over. Betting was over. A shitty fish goes over to the Monkus.
All teams except the Perth Pea Shooters have rounded out their rosters. Still.
Hey, last 8 people, anything can happen, okay?
Yeah, there's still 4 diamond players here. Half our main roster is still diamonds, so could be some big value coming up here, depending on who comes up next in our draft. To wait and see who it is.
Logan, you're not even you don't even have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to talk. You can go home.
Okay, so apparently it lagged, so I don't know what that means.
Means it lagged.
Well, I don't know if that means that like the bidding was over or
Perhaps we can get some more explanation.
Well, while we get to you guys, I'll stall. We got some good rosters here. I think now is about the right time. We have almost every roster fully rounded out. Maybe we can at Rusty Goomba do a poll in the chat. Ooh.
Transflect on the board
was
from
it last?
Skycer.
Let's go.
And apparently
Transflect did not
he
win.
also does not exist, so we'll add the Loomer back for Transflect.
It's rough
So we
out here.
have, it's past the muffin threshold. Yeah.
12,000, 18,000 here for Skycer, going all in here to pick up his 5th and final player of Transflection. Panini still has $56,000, but they have 7 players. They're not going to go in anymore. They're just going to take that money home. Same thing with Flawless. So
Flambeau walked around with near 100 grand in his pocket.
actually, Oakland A's owner.
Yeah, I mean, dude could have just like bought almost any. He could have bought like a whole Corey almost.
That would okay.
I almost buy a Corey.
That would imply that John Fisher, the owner of the A's, actually has $100,000, which he's not, because all of his net worth was in Gap stock.
The more you know.
Man invested in Gap.
Yes, literally the Gap, and it is
That's
now basically defunct.
And now he's
Oh,
being
wait,
gapped.
guys, content is...
Content is on the
right
screen. Content is on the
Yo.
screen.
Yo, look at this content. Yo, you like numbers going up? I do also. Ooh, it became 4,000.
I will say, content is almost as good as nickname. I think like those two players.
I cannot
probably
wait.
have
I
the
cannot
best-
wait for the battle of conflict and nickname. $26,000 comes in and eliminates basically everybody. I think this goes the way of Naga.
Dude,
Will
I would
be
have been
Naga.
really happy if I was waiting for my brother to join the season, so we could have Cello Guy versus Music Maniac. That was the real battle I was waiting for.
And that's going to do it. Content goes the way of Naga into the Paradise Penguinos. We're down to almost our top 5. There are still 6 players remaining here.
Also, that's how I know Rusty has this stream muted, because I asked him to poll and he just didn't.
Silence.
Come on, Rusty.
Silent Storm emerges for $1,000 for Tree Stays selection. See if that remains the case. We've also lost our best available in the corner. We'll make sure to get that back.
Crickets.
And
Yeah,
it looks like that will be it. Silent Storm goes the way of Papa Triste for $1,000.
You still have 25 grand.
You're saying she should have spent $26,000 initially to open the bid up?
Nah, you gotta have someone close to the Meister Index.
yeah. Oh, I'm the 3rd lowest player. Let's go. Ranking up. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
You're the 3rd lowest.
Yeah, I'm so good. Mm.
We've lost
I'm-
best available.
I'm the 3rd highest. No, I'm 4th highest. Thank God.
Nash Browns comes up on the screen here. Full diamond player. Looks like the Penguins going all in for $23,000. We'll probably take that one home. I believe everybody else has a filled out roster that can afford that player. So it's going to be Nash Browns 2 going the way of the Paradise Penguinos. They'll be their 7th and final player. And then we are officially down to our top 5 in this case, or our final 5 players.
We're reading them off. They should be in best available, but I don't see them.
Yeah, best available. Crash for a sec.
Alright,
We'll refresh the page and bring it back. Now, give me a sec. I can do this.
No, don't worry. Everything's going right, chat. Everything's going a-okay. The draft isn't disintegrating. You're disintegrating.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think Flambeau can use his money at this point.
No, he's doing it.
I mean,
Nominated Hyperbola for $69,000.
Nope, it appears best available is dead.
I mean, yeah.
Not enough.
We're
not
losing
enough
it by the
plays.
second. Best available's down, and what's gonna happen next? And
So
Aurora
there's
Esports
3 players remaining. Is Demonic Cat, Ubakan, and Flomdog. After Hyperbole Zero goes the way of the Hedgehogs there in Flambeau Jambo. So I believe Skycer is still in the mix for a player. The Jedi in the top left still in for a player. Flomdog. And Undefined. What? We're all dying here. All of my pages are dying.
It's okay. We can just live cast these last 3. 12,000 for Flomdog.
They're back. Chad, I
And-
apologize. There we go.
He got that dog in him. I love
He literally has that dog in him.
it.
And for
I
12,000,
mean, how many
Flomdog
how many
goes
dog
away.
players do we have? We have Flomdog, we have
Riddle
Riddle
Dog.
Dog. Is that it? I thought we had more.
We had Big Dog a couple
I
seasons
mean,
ago, but he's gone.
Dog Waggler sounds very close to dog.
Mighty Dog. Doggery, who went for $110,000, by the way. Demonic
Yeah.
Cat is up next. And for
Yeah,
$10,000,
yeah.
Skycer's probably going to take this player home.
So what did we learn from this draft? Get players pretty early.
There's definitely some people that got players later when they could have gotten them earlier. I mean, if you're happy with your team, right, coming out of this as a captain, you're maybe like kind of learning that, right, or not learning that. But if you're not happy with your team, you're like, man, I wish I had that. It's like maybe you should have nominated, the players you wanted early and then been willing to bid larger sums of money.
And
Because the fact
remember-
that every team has like 20,000 plus
Yo,
almost.
I'm the 4th lowest player now. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling so good.
Demonic Cat going to the Pea
No
Shooters. And it's up to just Uabakan as the only player remaining. And not sure. It's going to be the Jedi. The Jedi will have to select Uabakan to fill out their 6th and final player. So,
That has been the draft.
woohoo.
Wahoo!
So now should we do a run view of each team and feel how we
All right.
feel?
So
like-
teams, okay, everybody in chat, get ready. You're gonna put the number of the team you think is gonna win the league, starting in the upper left, cascading right and then down, like you're reading a page on a book. So Jacksonville Jedi would be number 1, Baked Ballers would be number 5, New Guinea Pigs would be number 6 or number 9, 10, and put the team you think is going to win. Seeing a few 4s.
Ooh,
People, obviously, a lot of people have the stream muted, so we're only getting a few. Vicoffs, if you put the same number,
Yo, best available is gonna pop off.
15.
Yeah, 15. I agree with. It's like the base team. Honestly, it
We
is.
got a couple picks here for the St. Paul Sith.
we'll say like Jacksonville Jedi having 5 players exactly is kind of crazy.
No, they'll
right?
have 6. Uaba
That-
goes on the. We'll go on that
Yeah.
page.
We see a couple of 7s at 27. We got a 7, a 6. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure the power rankings team will write up something and then be completely wrong by the end of the season. But but
I guess we can
But-
all give out our picks. Guku, what would be your pick since you started this poll?
I mean, I'm with the chat. I think 4 is really good. It's just like a good all-round roster, and we got filled out early enough that like all their players are like pretty decent.
Yeah,
I think 10, honestly, I think you guys could do well, but it depends on how well you perform, Booney. And then
So terrible.
okay, well, never mind. We're taking it all back. And then you know what? If you have a team name with the guy named Nickname on your team, I think number what is that 11? You know
Yeah,
that could do really well too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because there's so many rookies in the league, right? That's why it's a stupid poll.
I'm going
What
5.
kind of person would put that forward?
The going ball in number 5 be ball.
Number 5.
Yeah, I was lied to. Not, I'm not a baller, but I still believe.
Sold all their Muffin stole all
Oh,
those socks
man.
into Vin's team even before he got
Support
picked.
team. Yo, what support team? Yo.
All right, Corey, 1 through 14.
I think the Hawks might be pretty good this season. Number what's 8?
Fedora, Fancy, HV. I mean, if they can get Emason and Larry Large for $500, they're bound to win a championship.
Yo.
They're that
Moneyball.
confident. They're leaving 56 grand on the table. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love if somebody would screenshot this, do the math of how much each team spent, and see if that correlates with performance at the end of the season.
Honestly,
You only
unless
want
it
to do
was
that, Julian, because your team be second worst. You don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. Muffin,
Also-
you picked 5. Corey, you picked the Hawks at 8. You said
Yes.
4, Guku. I don't want to just copy you guys. I gotta find someone else to pick.
I mean, 4 is like I think the like
I mean, yeah, 4 would be my pick.
they
But I
have
gotta think of
very
somebody
strong
else.
players out the gate. I mean, any team with Angel, Akua, and Pneumonia is like mechanically very, very good, right?
this is what happens when you
I'll go with
randomly
7.
put-
I'll say 7 because I think the Rusty Gooba, Whalefish, EJ, Nuttier is a pretty solid core, and Allegro is kind of that unknown rookie that could just pop off and carry. So I'll go with 7. They could be an upset team. Probably not to win the whole thing, but to be a good team.
So what did we learn? If you put a random support duo at the start, it goes for pretty cheap. You know.
I mean, again, it's like I'm curious on how these teams correlate spending to performance, right? Like you're going to be able to judge captains based on how much they spent on players and how well they perform. Obviously, like it's a casual league, so please don't like judge people. But it's a very interesting thing from a stats perspective. I'm sure Corey's going to have a good time with that.
Yeah.
I'll have a better time than
It is a casual-ish league. Like it's semi-competitive, semi-casual. Rambo. The goal is to have fun and to force. But yeah.
This doesn't add to my earnings. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, we're gonna call it here for your Rambo any longer.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for tuning into the draft. We hope you guys enjoyed. Apologies for some of the production hiccups, but it's our first time doing this thing. It's a new thing, so hopefully it was good enough. We look forward to season 3 action starting off next week. Hopefully everybody's happy they ended up on their team. And
Wait,
what?
we have a trade that went through.
Okay.
First trade has been GMD for Youngwaggler from the guinea pigs to Valentine's. Woo.
Gotcha.
Okay, bye everyone.
GMD.
Okay.
Angel.
Okay.
Thank you.
And who helped put together the spreadsheet and everything, Booney?
Real Dog and Angel put together the spreadsheet and did all this Google scripting behind the scenes.
So shout out to them as well.
Shout out to
'cause
them for putting
that's
that together.
crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for us here at the
I'm-
draft.
wait.
Desk. What?
Shout out to Booney for putting together this.
Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously shout out to Booney, but he
Auction
gets all the
hub.
credit, you know.
I had to say it because he won't say it.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't take any credit for himself. He sees the rat.
The big rat. I don't know how else
But
I
thank you guys all.
Yeah, we're just gonna end.
Who
the
should I
stream
send to the
with this-
gulag, Booney? I'll do it for you right now.
Send Vin back to the gulag. He left today. We're gonna bring him back.
He deserves it for that misleading.
I have to wait
Multiple
21
channels.
hours.
Misinformation.
I'll do it first. First chance I get.
Sounds good. We're
Yeah,
making
5
Rat
hit
really
points.
big, and they're gonna end the stream.
Yeah. End it right on the face. Or oh.
Nah, not big enough yet. We're getting there. Getting there.
Oh my.
Yeah.